Today we are in Sacramento and we're going to be exploring Old Sac, which is the original Sacramento before they built up the city a lot more. Like these buildings are from the 1800s, like 1850s, 1860s, and they've been refurbished since then, but you could tell, or you'll be able to tell that these are very old.
You're not seeing it?
It was a mistake bringing me here.
You want everything, don't you?
Yeah.
All the dogs. That's not big enough for me. Check out my sweet nunchuck skills. The roads are cobble. That's pretty rough driving. Yeah, the cobblestone is rough driving over it. There's a river up here. Yeah, there's train tracks and then a river. And there's a boat, just like a hotel on the river. I don't know if it used to be a real, I guess maybe it's a real boat at some point. Oh, I think that's it right there, yeah. It's the hotel, the boat hotel. Yeah, Delta King. Oh, and we have the like the Las Vegas Luxor. We have the off-brand version here.
This is where the Transcontinental Railroad started.
That reminds me of the train in Barstow that you can go in.
Oh yeah, that's true. Except there's no McDonald's restaurant inside of this one, I don't think. They do like a murder mystery dinner theater.
Is that the Tower Bridge?
That is, yeah. That is it's a drawbridge. So the middle section of the roadway will go up. It'll actually lift up, block traffic on both sides, so a taller ship can get through it.
The Candy Barrel. I feel like I haven't seen that for a while. What's that thing that the Eds were always going for? Like all these different Kit Kat flavors. Lemon crisp, churro, strawberry dark chocolate, birthday cake, chocolate frosted donut, blueberry muffin.
You wanted to be a millionaire, right?
The sign says Sock City. I wonder if that's supposed to be like Sac City, but but with socks. Going over the cobblestone. See all the rattling.
And then, like 10 or so years ago, they added all this other stuff to it. But that was the original museum in there.
It's amazing. It's very nice.
And you were actually in there, Spencer, as a toddler. They had like a finger painting thing for kids, so you won't remember it, but you were there on a rainy Saturday afternoon.
I don't remember. I was looking it up the other day. I heard it's like, I think it was like the oldest museum on the West Coast. Is that the light rail to the left?
So that one goes down to Summits River College. So it goes south. It goes south, and not sure how far north it goes. But it goes to just north of Elk Grove, I guess. So they're all electric, and they have these overhead power lines that they get their power from. This is where Governor Gavin Newsom works, and this is where the state legislature works, and they make laws. And as they say, you don't want to know how laws are made or how sausage is made, so you just trust that it happens. Kind of not true. But it's beautiful park here. The Capitol Park is behind it. It's like for 5 blocks behind it. They have like 100 different varieties of trees from all over the world.
I had a rose garden.
Yeah.
See all the scooters, like the rentable scooters.
I've never been on one. It'd be fun to rent one just to see if I can stay upright. I know you'd have no problem with it, but I'm not exactly Mr. Balance.
I think you could.
This is Cesar Chavez Plaza there. They have Friday night concerts in the park like every Friday night during the summer. And so this is a mix of old and new. There's some old stuff here, of course.
I was about to say this looks like a really old building, this brown one.
Yeah.
Straight ahead, yes.
It's pretty cool. I don't know, Pampas is that a new... Oh, Brazilian Steakhouse. That's new. Newish. I don't get down here very often. I stay more on the west Sac side for the most part. But we have our favorite places there. Coming up on the left, right after this building, is the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium, and that Memorial Auditorium goes back to the 1920s. And they used to, I think they still do swear governors in there, and they have concerts and other events. And the Rolling Stones play there in the 60s, and Keith Richards kind of electrocuted himself on stage. Like there's some short in his guitar or microphone, and he woke up in a local Sacramento hospital. That's like the next thing he remembered.
Isn't he still playing?
Yes, he's 80 years old. Still
That's
playing.
pretty crazy.
He is. They always say that he's like he'll outlive the cockroaches. He's lived through so many things that he's well, we have to worry about what kind of world we're going to leave for Keith Richards.
Huh?
That's gigantic dispensary.
What?
What? Here's retro video games. I love the sign on that one. But the most important place in Sacramento. Yes.
That's a good breakfast.
But this is the most important place in Sacramento, Rick's Dessert Diner. It's exactly what you might think it is. It's a diner, and it's all desserts, cakes and pies and coffee and tea.
The place seems really familiar. I don't know if you went there. Maybe I saw it online at some point.
I think we took you there when you were little.
Okay.
Maybe.
So this is Midtown, ritzy part of town. You're going to see some really amazing homes and like mini mansions.
In this area coming up, this is where you'll find the multi-million-dollar homes.
There's a Prince mural over there. So fun fact, back in the 60s, Ronald Reagan was governor of California, and he was supposed to live in the governor's mansion. His wife Nancy said, I'm not living in that dump. I guess when you're a movie star, the governor's mansion might be considered dumb. So they rented a house in East Sac. It's like on 42nd. I don't know which house it is, but you'll see the houses there are definitely fit for a governor. If this reminds me of anything, Spencer, it reminds me of some of the really fancy North Shore suburbs in north of Chicago.
Oh yeah, I can see that. This house looks really interesting on the left.
Oh, that's cool. I've never seen
Wow.
that. That's new.
You know what? They raised that house to the ground
Yeah.
and rebuilt it. That person got some bucks.
Yeah. I bet you the neighbors didn't like it because it's not necessarily keeping character with the rest of the neighborhood.
But hey, they did what they wanted with that patch of dirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, these houses are millions upon millions simply because of their location.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's
That
not.
too.
And if you put it in LA or the Bay Area, it'd be even more millions on millions. It's probably fairly inexpensive comparatively, but out of our reach, of course.
Yeah, we got numbers over here.
And at Halloween, especially Christmas time, they decorate like crazy, and they've got lights going, streaming like from house to house and across the street. And then everybody has their own
on the
thing
trees,
as well.
on these.
It's like a winter wonderland when they do it. Not weather-wise, just decoration-wise.
This would be a good street to go down during Halloween,
Yes.
trick-or-treating.
Yes. Yeah, it would.
You know these are the guys that give out the full candy bars.
They either give out the full candy bars or they make sure everyone only takes one piece of candy.
Yeah.
That's the bad candy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Little Tootsie Rolls.
The fun size. They call it fun size, but ironically they're not as fun as the full one. Like 21 or 22 California state schools, and this is the first one. The one I went to is in Southern California. It's Northridge. And this is the first. It's like the flagship school for the state system.
I remember before I started college, when I think I came out here for the summer, we went to visit the school.
Yeah, we did. So, see if you're interested in doing
You guys were very disappointed that I didn't move out here and stay with you guys and go to school here.
Yes.
it. Yes, we were. Life is what it is.
There's so many trees.
Isn't it though? Isn't it great?
Tons and tons and tons.
And this is the American River crossing it over again, different place. We crossed on the freeway coming out, now we're on J Street.
And then it'll transition to Fair Oaks Boulevard and Astor.
Just, I think it probably happens right
The city of trees.
there. It's amazing.
And that on the left.
I keep looking at that like that's just one house. Yeah. It's just
Ooh. Look at all the things we'll never have.
Yep, places we'll never live in.
Yeah, what was that joke you read, Spencer? Like you're just like your dad.
Oh, I forgot how it went.
Wow,
I
that's
want want to be a millionaire just like my dad. He wanted to be a millionaire too.
My dad has a bass guitar, which he doesn't really play, but he's gonna pick it up one of these days. But I've never played bass before, and I've been messing around with it yesterday and today, and it's been a lot of fun. And at some point in the trip, I will show you something on the bass. A lot of the stuff from guitar is transferable over somewhat. We got the Oatly strawberry. Oh, you got the strawberry and
Vanilla.
with the banana in the middle. Nice. Salmon's my favorite food.
Is it?
Yeah.
Being poached. Almost done. Still a little red in the middle, so I'm going to turn it back over and let some more flavor and more heat and steam get to it.
Today is the 4th of July. Again, the barbecue going.
A little extra for later.
I've never seen this kind of electric fire starter before.
Yeah, just hit the button at the bottom and you'll get the arcing.
I don't think you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see that.
I usually work around the back first and then get the front. Gonna do it.
Oh, I can smell it.
Yeah, the smell of newsprint. Smell of ink and paper and everything. And there's a little breeze, I'll probably take it right around the front. We gotta get in so we don't die of smoking away.
Yeah. Just showing all the food. We got both kinds of veggie burgers and regular burgers.
Let's do a little food styling here.
And the same with the dogs too. The tots are going in the oven. Beautiful. The fruit salad and the watermelon. The guac, one of the 5 love languages. You all ready to put the stuff on?
I believe so. We're gonna turn it over and see what happens here. It's a pretty hot fire. Oh, we're coming in a little hot.
Almost 600.
Yeah, we are running a little hot this afternoon.
I decided to come to Sacramento during a hot week. There's a heat wave in Vegas too, but also a heat wave here. The high for today is going to be 108, and later this week it's going to get to 112 even, which is really hot for here. It doesn't usually get that hot, does it?
A couple days every summer it might, yeah, but that's not common.
I guess we brought the heat with us from Vegas.
Brought the heat.
108, I checked, it's 42.2 C, which you don't want to use that on this special day. The F stands for freedom units. The C stands for communist units. Not a good day to be using Celsius.
Not here in America. 132, I thought 135, 136 will flip them.
Okay.
This is really hot.
Hey, who let those dogs out? Got a view from afar.
Yes.
In the shade.
In the shade. And Afar.
Ooh.
Looks a little too charred almost. But
These are all the veggie stuff.
yeah. I'm gonna put this a little further away from the direct flame. God, I hope.
Oh, nothing wrong with a little bit of char.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Hank Hill would not be proud.
What's that?
Hank
Hank
Hill
Hill.
not using propane
Right.
or propane accessories.
I know. I'm really just cutting into his business model. Get started on these right now.
And just remember, if you use the ketchup, you'll lose your visa to Chicago.
That is true. You learned well in your years there.
Looks like its own little ecosystem in this pot barrel thing.
Yeah. That's a wine barrel. I'm really craving a hot dog. I don't always eat hot dogs and don't always crave them, but just felt like the 4th of July.
Yeah. Flipping the burgers 3 times reminds me of trying to put a USB in something. It always takes 3 tries.
That's right. Because it's wrong the first time, it's wrong the second time, and it's right the third time. So here's your USB burgers. Almost done.
The smiley face makes it taste better.
Parkour!
It's not real parkour if you don't yell out.
Exactly. I was just going to say that too.
That means you're doing parkour because you yelled it. There's all this sound going on. We can't see anything. It's coming from like every direction. I have to find these fireworks that I'm never going to watch again and no one else here ever hears to watch. It's very important that I find these. Where are you coming from? The trees are too tall. Oh, there's some. Man, I can't tell if these are gunshots or fireworks. Me in a suburban neighborhood. We're exploring the backyard right now because we didn't actually come all the way to the back. We kind of just stopped at the front and we just saw this tree here that has some fruits growing on it. We didn't see this before. I'm sure my dad told me about this, but we didn't actually come back here and see because all the weeds were in the way. We didn't feel like walking through them. But these look like they're not ready to be plucked yet, but it's cool to see them. Also, I didn't see the shed back here before either. I wasn't really paying attention, but there's a shed back here. Oh. Classic. Oh, there goes the dog. You know, when one dog starts barking, the whole neighborhood of dogs starts going. Yeah, there they go. It's like we're walking through enchanted forest. Fourth of July is such a beautiful holiday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful sounds of America. Imagine someone from 1770s. There goes the sirens too. Someone from 1776 is teleported to this spot right now, and this is what they hear. Sounds like freaking bombs or missiles being dropped. The sirens, just everything. The car. I love America.